Hello YouTube, this is a video and I think I'll entitle it "You Can't Change Anybody's Mind," which I find patently false because everyone's mind was changed at some point from a neutral stance to whatever they consider now, even if they've never changed their mind from a single position they've ever held. At one point they didn't hold a position on it. This video was inspired by a video by Richard the Dick Coughlin 666. His video "The Fight's Not Over." If you are interested in the theistic discussion, it's really worth going to see, but he's not for those of a sensitive disposition. There's lots of profanity and blasphemy. So what I'd really like to do is say how my mind was changed and on what it was changed. Because I believe that the people who say you'll never change anyone's mind are either underestimating the people they're talking to, or dogmatically saying that because they don't want to believe that their mind can be changed. My mind was changed. I wasn't always a free-thinking, sceptical atheist. And different things change your mind on different subjects. For a long time, I was not devout, but a believing Jew, and it was interesting how much I disregarded from the Bible, from the Torah and the scriptures. It was just ignored, and a few things changed my mind. I was never really a creationist. The English school system was good enough to teach me the facts of biology, and my dad was smart enough to teach me critical thinking and a love of learning. And I was always of the opinion that Genesis wasn't literally true, that it was a metaphor for the Yahweh's use of natural laws to do it. What I find really interesting is how I was able to ignore the obvious immorality contained within the Torah, within the Old Testament, and how brutal it was, and have a vision of a God who was rather deistic and not the vengeful, spiteful git he's written as. And so what I want to say is different things change your mind on different subjects. As someone pointed out to me, and as I've put corrections in the notes on my videos, videos on evolution aren't atheistic videos. They're videos about evolution, about science. And it's entirely possible, and I did it for quite a while, to fully accept the facts and theory of evolution, the evidence presented which leads to the theory, the principles of natural selection which underlie the entire process. All of those entirely possible to accept and attribute to the work of God, if you so want. That the evidence and facts are there, and it's entirely possible to be a theistic acceptor of evolution. What really got me away from being a theist was the moral arguments being pointed out, what the scriptures, which I actually knew reasonably well, what they actually said and literally meant. Violent stories are all well and good for folks lore, but when they say they're really true, that's where you have a problem, and that's where moral arguments really come in. So if you watch this video, the only thing I'd ask you to take away is, if you are a theist of any stripe, don't be afraid to accept that you could change your mind, because anything could change your mind. And if you're not, pick the right argument for the right point, and don't expect someone to stop believing in God on one issue. And don't expect to ever stop changing your own mind, because there's always more evidence to come. So that's about it, YouTube. Thanks very much. Bye.